morning, good evening, and welcome to everybody for this week's Fiverific Alive Craft and Chat, where we craft and chat live. So you could probably hear a bit of a noise. I have a fan running. It's hot. I have to have it on. We may as well get used to it. Summer is coming. Summer is coming, at least here in Australia, and it's going to get very melty very fast. So first things I want to say is good morning to all the chatters jumping into the chat. We've got Leanne saying good morning. Live typers not long now. Kelly's jumping in saying hello everybody. Morning from Knitspin Girl Creations. Sarah Spicer has made it. Dolores is here. Chintamani is here. And Kelly can't hear the fan. So that is awesome. I'm glad you can't hear the fan. I can feel the fan. So I am A-okay with this. Good morning, Gamer Widows. I've changed some things around. So this week on my live stream over on my other channel, I was testing out some new software and some of it was a little bit fun. So I've actually added it to my existing software here. Like, you know, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the purple that I added there. But it's a little bit, you know, I shut the screen that I can change all that on, so I don't want to mess around with it. But so sorry if they're a bit hard to see everyone's names. I'll fix that another day. Leanne says she hears her fan. Mel is here. Vampire is here. And Leanne says she can hear her own fan. That is cool. That is cool. So while yes, the comments look a little bit different, that's one part of our new fun thing. But the other fun thing that we have is something a little bit more, I want to say interactive. Let me just double check some stuff here that I'm like, where did I put it? Oh, there they are. They are there. Excellent. So one thing I wanted to add in was I'd added some extra things. So like things that you watching in the chat can trigger. So they're called chat commands. And they are things that you can type into the chat that will make something happen here. Now, first things first, we have an emoji wall. So before I get into the chat commands, into the chat, type your favorite emoji. Just throw it in there. Put your favorite emoji in. It doesn't matter which one it is. Just throw your favorite emojis in. There we go. Leanne was here. She had a sneaky peek on Monday. And hers is a smiley face, it seems. Because the emojis, while I have the emoji wall on, will float around the screen. So, yeah. There they come. They're going to bounce around. And if you put like 3 of them in, 3 of them will appear, things like that. So you can have a little bit of fun with those there. So they are all there. And, you know, I'll turn that off and on as need be because it could get quite chaotic. I'm going to leave it for now while you guys are having some fun with it. Absolutely. We're testing things and we have fun with things, okay? So, you know, it's a little bit of fun. And the other thing that I really love about it is it shows all of the emojis. You know how, like, sometimes it would bring in, like, the other ones, like as in just, like, the typed out words. So yeah, so that is that. But what I'll do, it is fun, isn't it? Here come the balls of yarn. Woot woot. I knew someone would find the balls of yarn. Gotta have yarn for our live stream. We can make that a thing. Drop those yarn balls. It really helps if you open the lid if you want to drink the coffee. So that's a little bit of fun. That's a little bit of fun. Something that we can have. That's right. And even the custom emojis show up as well. They even show up too. So yeah, this is one of those things where it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, right? So what I'm going to do, oh, here we go. Everyone's getting in now, having a good time. Leanne says, no, help. What do you need help with, Leanne? What do you need help with? I see someone's thrown in some water. Awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off for now. And I can turn this off and on, so as I ask questions and, you know, we answer with emojis. Oh, wait, I've got to wait. There's sheep. I have to let the sheep do their thing. There we go. Little sheep bouncing around. All right. We'll turn that off. We'll turn that off. Okay. So the other things that we have are what's called chat commands. And we only have a couple of them. Now, I have given the mods the list of the currently functioning chat commands. Okay. And so, if one of the mods, I don't know who you want to choose. Like, let's go with Kelly. Let's go with Kelly. Kelly, if you can type in one of the chat commands, there we go. So the exclamation hydrate brings that up. If you bring too many up at once, I don't know if they. Oh yeah, there they go. It actually banks them up. It banks them up. That's awesome. There we go. There's a few there. So we've got hydrate, coffee, make it so, do it. And then the other thing that we have is, oh yeah, yes, this. So if there's something you really love, you can actually do yes, this. And then the other thing that we can have is if we do the exclamation and then BMAC in the chat, it actually just auto types into the chat. Or at least it should do my buy me a coffee link. If someone wants to do that one. I didn't actually put that one in the mods list, so they may not have it. So it's exclamation. Let's see if I can just add it in, right? Because I'm right here. I think it has to all be lowercase if it's going to work. BMA. That's if it's going to work. I don't know if I set it up for this or not. Oh yeah, there it goes. Awesome. Okay. So that's the buy me a coffee link as well. So that were just some fun things that we were testing out on the other stream, and we tested out a lot of other stuff, but this I thought could be really fun for us. So I definitely wanted to bring those over here for us. So those chat commands, the exclamation and then those words, anybody in the chat can use those. That's not mods only. It just happened to be that they had the list because I only finished setting it up this morning. So that is, oh, that's awesome. Go Kelly, go Kelly. Game Widows just says, hang on a second. I've got to. Game Widow says, I just did the arg. There's something touching my leg ninja dance, and it was the drawstring from my top. Oh no, I know that one so much. It is terrifying. It is terrifying. Now, I got all of my rows done this week for my blanket, which I'm very happy about. I got them all done Friday night, actually. I finished them all off. But before I get into the blanket, there was something I wanted to talk about, and it was something that came to my attention only this morning. So I've had to sort of throw some stuff together. And what it is some of you in the chat know that sometimes things that we buy on the internet turn out to be total trash, right? And no matter how cute they look and no matter how nice they look, you get them and you don't get what you paid for. Well, I found out today that one of our people here in our group had something happen. They bought something from what looked to be a decent site, and then when it arrived, it was not awesome. So I just want to go in. Hang on, I've got some screen sharies here for you. I have some screen sharies. Oops, those screen sharies can go. They're the wrong screen sharies. Let me find it. Alrighty, let's go here. Cozy Land. So the first thing I want to say is Cozy Land is a scam. All right, a legit and total scam. So let's go through what's happened here. Our friend has bought one of these yarn advent calendars, right? They're currently on sale, but when they bought them, they were not on sale. They chose the sock size, And you could choose between sock and DK, right? And so you go through it and you see everything here, and you see all these really cute images of what it is that, come back, next image, of all these gorgeous things, this beautiful, what appears to be hand-dyed yarns, gorgeous advent box, and it's supposed to be this beautiful advent, right? And I say supposed to be. So let's have a look at what the promise is. The promise here is this advent will contain 24 mini skeins in a whole range of colors and dyeing techniques, so each day will be a surprise. Okay, so that's cool. Then you open one compartment each day in the lead up to Christmas to use this beautiful, create beautiful and useful items. Okay, so still cute. About logistics and shipping, that's still cute. Choosing between the sock yarn and the DK. A mini skein circle is in muted colors corresponding to the cover of the box, made up by, I'm not sure what this is, what this sentence actually means. But the important thing is here, 24 by 20 gram skeins, 4 little surprises for Advent Sundays, and a surprise for December the 24th. Okay. The sock yarn is supposed to be 100 meters per 20 grams. And to suit like small needle sizes because it's sock yarn. And then the DK yarn is 100 meters per 20 grams, which is confusing because you can't get 100 meters for 20 grams of DK. Just putting that out there. But our friend ordered the sock weight, okay? Looking at all these gorgeous photos, this very professional looking website, okay? No reviews, no questions answered, all right? So let's have a look. These are the pictures of what we were expecting to see. And now I just want to ask a question. If you read something and it's supposed to have mini skeins of sock yarn, write in the description what you're expecting. If you're expecting 20 gram mini skeins of sock yarn, are you, obviously you're expecting 20 grams of sock yarn, but what is sock yarn to you? Like, put that in the chat for me while I have a sip of my coffee. Yeah, that's a good question here. Game Widow says, whose Advent photos did they knock off? I'm not sure, but whoever's they are, they're very cute. We'll go over the Advent, over the emote thing again shortly. Fingering weight yarn, 4-ply fingering weight. Okay. Yep. What about composition? What composition are you expecting when someone says sock yarn? Oh, here we go. Leanne says 4-ply merino nylon. That's what I would be expecting. Fingering weight yarn in a mini skein. Yep. There you go. Sock yarn to me is a wool with nylon fingering weight. Wool with a bit of nylon. Wool and nylon. Yep. I think we're all on the same. Kelly says it says wool on the site. So wool and nylon. I actually couldn't find it written anywhere on this particular post. It actually saying wool. There's other boxes that say wool, but let me just reread this. Mini skeins, dyeing techniques. Elegant, eco-friendly packaging, worldwide shipping, a mini skein circle in muted colors, 4 little surprises, surprise on Sunday. Manufacturer, length of 100 meters. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I see it now, Kelly. I see it. No. Bianca says, let our wool products envelop you in luxury and discomfort. And comfort. That was brought in. Discover the beauty and the warmth of premium wool today. Okay. Yeah, Knitspin Girls, mine too. And I just thought, wow, that's a very cheap Advent. Like When I'm looking at Advents, the ones that I'm looking at that are 20 gram mini skeins, they're closer to $200 than 50 or even 100, which is why I don't buy them. But, you know, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so then I have a photo of what actually arrived. This is what actually arrived. So you don't have the cute box. There's no cute box. You don't have surprise gifts. You don't have, well, it turns out you don't have wool. You don't have wool for a start. Apparently it's all acrylic, and it's all just a bit of a letdown. And it was just very, very disappointing. So I just want to put this warning out there. Cozy Land is a scam. They are not shipping and delivering what they're showing in their photos. And it's not even a case of they ran out of the packaging and had to go with something else. What's in the packaging is not what they say. Where's the extra gifts for the 24th? Is that what these bigger skein, these bigger balls that are unwrapped, how are they a surprise gift? You know, like, these do not appear to be special gifts. And this is all that came in the box. I double checked it with our friend who received it. It is nothing else. There's no little bits in there. There's nothing hiding. There's no little stitch markers. There's nothing. It is just these 24 little mini packages plus these 4 little balls of yarn. And it is all acrylic. Okay. Now, Kelly Pole, I agree with you. That looks all right, but completely different to the description. So scam. If I was looking at an Advent box for around the 50 to 70 Australian dollar mark and they showed me a photo of this, I still think that these 4 at the bottom, no matter what they're supposed to be, they should be wrapped. But if they showed me this, that would be fine. But before we get too happy with, oh, it would be fine, these skeins are not 20 gram, 100 meter skeins. This person who this happened to pulled them out and measured them. I'm just opening it up. The skeins weigh 10 grams and are 15 meters long. So you are not getting 20 gram, 100 meter skeins. You are getting 10 gram, 15 meter long skeins. Now that to me sounds more like DK weight than sock weight for a start. Then it's acrylic, and then it's not coming in the packaging you're expecting. It is absolutely a scam. Leanne says this is dreadful. Yes, it is. The packaging up the individual days for Advents is part of why I'm not doing them this year. Possible mystery boxes in the coming weeks. That's right. That's different. And that's the thing. You are making it clear the difference. No one will feel like it's a scam. You will make it clear. That's different from what was advertised, isn't it though? That's so different from what was advertised. And if it's that different from what was advertised, then it is a scam. Okay, so Cozy Land is a scam. They do not deliver what they say they will deliver. They do not put together anything that remotely looks like this is what was received. And let me just go back over to the other screen share. And this is what you thought you were getting. A cute box with gorgeous, what appears to be hand-dyed yarns. Gorgeous photos. Whoever took these photos, they're gorgeous photos. But this is not what is received in the box. Well, and it's not the box. And you don't get 24 by 20 gram skeins. You get 10 gram skeins, and they're 15 meters, not 100 meters. So they're not sock weight yarn, and they are 100% acrylic. They are not good quality. And whatever this is, this little special twining thing, that didn't come in the box. You know, there's stuff here that they're showing in the images, didn't come in the box, no special surprises. And here we go. This is the awesome thing. Our friend did pay with PayPal, and they have received a refund. So they are okay. But We don't want this to happen to anybody else because not everybody pays with PayPal. And unfortunately, I've read some reviews since finding out about this morning where people have received not what they were expecting and then only received a partial refund. Because it's like, well, you still received a box of stuff, but it was only a partial refund. So thing to learn, pay with PayPal if it's someone new. This is not what was delivered. And they've sold 214 of these apparently. Oh, Game Widows, I was thinking the exact same thing. What about the people who don't open the box until December? They're giving themselves a surprise. They are going to be so disappointed. And it's going to be, or if someone's gifting it, like, oh, I've bought an advent for somebody. And then this is what they get. And they will be so disappointed. Kelly's sat here and worked it out. So 240 grams of acrylic for 70 Australian dollars. Yes. Absolutely. Now, something I'm going to do is I'm going to create a short video. I'm going to sit here and edit this down a little bit so I can make this something shareable so we can just share this bit out to everybody. But Cozy Land is a scam. Leanne says it here, spread the word to check who you're buying from. It's so easy to fall for these things when they look so great. And that's the problem, isn't it? These photos are gorgeous. They're totally doing their job. And I hope whoever this person is, whoever is creating this beautiful, gorgeous advent that these photos were taken from, I hope that they're selling lots of advents because they are gorgeous. So I felt like when I found out about this morning, I kind of had to rush and put it together a little bit and do a little bit of fast research and go from there. But I felt so much that we just had to do something, right? I couldn't do nothing. Okay. So Cozy Land is a scam. We don't buy from them. We don't recommend them. Thanks for making us aware. Appreciate the heads up. Makes it difficult for other sellers who actually work hard to make advents with care, doesn't it though? Doesn't it make it hard for people who are honest? Yeah, it is terrible. Oh, here we go. Vampire has jumped in. Google image search shows they took their pics from several different legit small businesses. Gosh. Our friend said that there was a lot of positive reviews, so they must have deleted them. Must have deleted them all. Yeah, as in. So I was reading on they you know, because you start messaging something, and like in Facebook, and all of a sudden you start getting Facebook ads. And I was actually reading the comments on a Facebook ad, and people were like complaining in there. Is there a way that we can all report this one? I don't know. I mean, I think we can report the Facebook ad, but I don't think there's much else we can do other than make our Yarny friends aware. And it's so sad that one of our Yarny girls has had this happen to them because they were aiming for something gorgeous. Another reason to buy from the sellers that you know and trust. Yeah. Sal says, I've never heard of them and it's going to stay that way. Oh, Bianca, absolutely. And the poor small businesses whose images they stole. Yep. There is some gorgeous, really good looking advents out there. I just want to say, like, whoever's this advent is, like, I would love a link to it so that we can actually be like sending people to the right place with the photos, like, honestly. So who is it? Vampire, if you happen to have the links for those actual, because you did the Google image search, if you could throw those into the Fiberific Fun Zone, that would be so good. That would be amazing. But anyway, I was so riled up this morning when I heard what happened that I was just so disappointed. Now, I have something here that I'm going to give to our friend who had this happen to them because they are so sorely disappointed. And I know it's nothing that I did, but this is a personal friend of mine. And so I've got something for her that I'm going to give her, and it's pretty special, and it's the last one of its kind. Let me know in the chat if you can think of what it is. I'm just going to go and grab it. Hey, Lone Wanderer's Bunker. Good to see you. Let me see. No one's guessed yet. It is going to be fibrific yarn. That is correct. That is correct. Very close. I have one final pack, and it was a special, very special one that I made. It's a mix. I've got a list of all the yarns and everything in it, but it was a mix of a pile of my very popular colors and yarn bases. And this is going to be going to our special friend. So I don't know if she's even watching in the live stream today, but if she's not, we all know this is what she's going to be getting, because that was a box of disappointment. And this, like, and whether this person can afford more bigger, fancier ones or not means nothing. They bought something, they didn't get it, and I can't solve everybody's issue, but I can fix this one. And while it's not all cute and individually wrapped and special, I hope that it's special enough. So that's going to that person, because it made me feel awful. Even though I had nothing to do with it. Cozy Land has nothing to do with me. I had never even heard of them until today. But when a friend is hurt because of something, if I can, I try to do something. I can't always, but in this one instance I can, so I will. But I could wrap them all individually before giving them to her. I could, but I don't really have anything to do that with, honestly. So I'm just going to let her have them as it is. I'm just going to let her have them. Oh, here we go. Mel says the main image with the hand is from Vicky Brown Designs, and her advent is $240. I mean, that looks like I know how much retail my little bag was, and that definitely looks like an over $200 advent, like, to me. So, yeah. I think so, Sal. I think so. Thank you for dropping my Buy Me a Coffee link. I really appreciate that. It really makes me angry. Making advents is hard work and time consuming, and we take pride in them. It's just offensive what they've done. I agree with you. I find that it's totally offensive what they've done. And I can't solve the problem for everybody. I can't. But I can fix one, because this is the last one. I've been hoarding it like a dragon. And it now has a home. So yeah, I was wondering that same thing, if that's Aussie or USD, for that one. I'm not quite sure, but I know that mine were worth a couple of $100 Australian. We need it after that. Yeah, hydrate. Yeah, definitely. One thing I wanted to say, like, just because Kelly's dropped in the Buy Me a Coffee link here, we are now officially well over the halfway mark of me getting a new chair, which I love. And I'm so excited, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, will they have a Black Friday sale and then bring the price down so that we can, do it sooner? But I'm also got some birthday money, which I'm going to chip in with it. So we may be able to do this. Coffee time. I need to make one for tea as well, don't I? I don't have one for tea, but I do have a cup of tea. Now, do you guys remember the conversations that I've had where my husband was so like, anti-Yeti, right? Like, oh, they're ridiculously expensive. Rah, rah, rah. They are bad. Rah, rah, rah. He's now a Yeti addict. I just want to point that out. And then to make himself feel better for buying himself another Yeti, he bought me a new Yeti. So I think I might have showed you this one last week. But one of the things I love about this one is it's actually got, it's a travel mug. It's not one of their standard cups. These MagSafe lids actually leak. This one does not leak. It's got a different mechanism on the lid. And so I definitely, I love it for that, but you've got to remember to push it down and slide it. So that's a different one, but yeah, and because I wanted one that I could put in the car. So I needed the skinny bottom. It needed a skinny bottom. Please get a crate chair. I will certainly try. I know which one I want, and I've seen the reviews, and I've looked at a lot of different things, and so it is a Secret Lab chair. I can show you the chair, but what I'm going to be doing is I watched, like, there was a million reviews, and they were all like 6-foot white dudes, right? Or just dudes, 6-foot dudes, and I'm like, well, that doesn't help me. I am a 5'3" overweight woman, and then I found a review where this guy who reviews chairs got it in a pile of male friends who are various heights to test out a couple of chairs. And then the audience were like, well, that's great, but what about all the girls? So he got in a pile of girls in various heights and, you know, computations to test out all of these chairs as well. And what was hilarious is it didn't matter how tall the girl was, they all went for the same size of the same chair. Just because it was so comfortable. And it didn't matter, like, if they were like, because some of them were gamers and stuff, and so they sit a bit differently, but some of them were like legs up and, you know, crossed legs, sitting back and all this sort of stuff. And they all went for the same chair. And it was just like, I will be getting that chair. So it is an XL Secret Lab. So even though the XL is meant for taller people, the reality is that even on their small and their regular, I will still need a footrest. So no matter which chair I get, I'm going to need a footrest. So get the one with the extra comfort, and it's got, you know, great arms that I can adjust up and down and move in and out. And the piece de resistance that I love about these chairs is the lumbar support not only moves in and out, but it also moves up and down. And this is a big issue because the issue I have with this particular chair is the lumbar support is actually in the wrong spot, and it is not adjustable in any shape, fashion, or form. So I may not be getting the top level bee's knees chair because it's over $2,000. And while I like the idea of it, this one was a step up from the one I had before. I've now had this one for about 4 years. Then the next one will be a step up, and then the one after that will be a step up. I'm okay with taking steps. I don't need the top of the line to go. Does that make sense? But I need something that is comfortable and that has a decent warranty on it. So these two things happen. Yeah, he did. What's really funny is he actually he left a water bottle behind somewhere and then was shocked that it wasn't returned. It went into it. It must have been picked up by lost property, and then it was not returned. So this was just I think it was just a blue Yeti water bottle, no label, no name, no nothing written on it, just a blank water bottle that just had water in it. Like, dude, sterilize that and you have a perfectly good Yeti. So yeah. So yeah, it is. I'm just like, dude, that's not coming back. You don't leave your Yetis anywhere. So yeah, now he has another one, but he has said that if this one gets messed with, then he will not be buying another one because he feels he will not deserve it. Yeah, you and your Yeti mugs. I love Yeti mugs. I do. Yeah, I think it is. It's really what I want, and it looks comfortable, and I can choose things, and it takes my weight, and it takes considerably more than my weight. You know what I mean? I'm like not riding limits and things like that, which I think is a really big thing. Game Window says, part of my issue with chairs, other than being a hippo, is that I perch on the edge of my chair. Many years a piano and woodwind instrument player has messed with my sitting style. See, I do sit at the front of chairs sometimes. It depends on what I'm doing. But like right now, I'm sat right back in the chair and the lumbar is actually sitting, I'm trying to just describe it. So the lumbar is supposed to go into like the more into the smallish of your back, right? Like I'm assuming this, right? My lumbar is sitting, pushing like the top of my butt more than anything else. Like, and it's literally pushing me forward. So I can't help but lean forward. So yeah, it's just got to find a chair that's comfortable for you and go from there. And the other thing is I do like to push all the way in. And so I need my arms to be able to go under the height of the table at a low table height. So yeah. Yeah, he did. He expected to be returned. It was kind of funny. All right. Look, should we roll some dice? Because like I've been chatting for like 30 minutes. Yeah. Game Window says my lumbar support never goes high enough. Yeah. And that's been an issue. Like in most chairs that I've seen that have even adjustable lumbar support, it's been an issue. So this one looks like the lumbar support goes quite high. So, but oh yeah, do it. Let's do it. All right. You guys are getting into these little chat commands. Hey, they're a bit of fun, right? They're a bit of fun. Okay, so we need to go down here where the dice are. So let's roll the first dice. We have a 3. What's a 3? I should have probably gone with the 1, 2. It is purple. So we've got a 3 to start with. So let me find the purple. Oh, I chatted with Claire and I have one single skein of this color on its way. It's a different dye lot, but that doesn't matter. Oh, come back here, ball. Alrighty. Anemone, yeah. So I got all of this, the rolls in by the time I was on a late call Friday night, and by the time I'd finished on the call, I had all the rows done. So that was actually really good for my brain to get that done and out of the way, and knowing I'd completed a task. What crafty tasks have you guys managed to knock over this week? Let me know in the chat. And I'm going to open up the old, if I can find it. Where is it? The emoji wall is open. If you guys want to throw some yarn balls my way or some color purple or something. Now, one thing I did want to do while I remember is I don't think where is it? There it is. One thing I wanted to do. There you go. Look at those purples and yarn balls floating around everywhere. That's so awesome. Alrighty. And I do need to just fix, that should be fine. Alrighty, let's have a look in the chat here. I've missed some lives, so apologize if you've already shared, but have you finished your Jethro? No, I have not. I decided a couple of weeks back that I just really needed to focus on getting some of these other projects out of the way. The Jethro is up to being blocked and then adding the knitting on. So I figured it was a good time to pause it, and so that I can finish out a few of these other projects. Now, not to say I don't want to get the Jethro finished this year either, but I've got a lot of projects that have been around a long time that are just not quite done. And I always mentally feel better if when I start the new year, I've knocked over some of the older stuff. And this was one of them. And while it's a few, you know, a few rows away and then a border, it's not a lot of work to finish it, if that makes any sense. So I want to get this one finished. There was a few others over on my Ravelry. Let me just jump over there. Let me go Ravelry. Come back here. Let's do what I want to do here. Thank you. Go back to full screen. Go back to my cube projects. All right, let me just screen share this. I'll just drop the anemone out just temporarily. I'll bring it back, I promise. So I've got this thing where I don't like to have more than a single row of stuff. I'm just going to add in, here we go. There we go. I don't like to have more than a single row of projects outstanding. And I know that sounds really arbitrary and dumb, but it messes with my brain a little bit. So I went in and I cleared out the Cable Crush joggers and the Lacy Summer Top because they are both finished, okay? And this Winnie's Wonderland is not started. It's something I want to make, and I've got a bag set aside, but I have not started it. But it was so I didn't forget which yarn I wanted to go with the project. So that one's not started yet. So I really need to finish at least one project, preferably two, before the end of the year. So I want to finish the Math Rocks Mosaic, because that one's doing my head in, and the Sun Gold Blanket, because that's another one that's doing my head in as well. So I want to get those two finished. And I got where am I up to with the Sun Gold? The Sun Gold I was working on over the weekend. I finished a whole clue on it, like a whole section, and wove in all the ends, and now I'm on to the last page. So so that one's nearly done as well. Let me just scroll down here. So let's have a look. In the chat here, Bianca Arnold has said, I finished the scarf I was making to test some nice bamboo cotton for Catherine the creator. Now I'm sewing in the ends, which is no fun. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing. Today was my boss's day, so I made my boss Claire's market bag pattern. That's super cute. Knitspin Girls has said, I dragged out a cardigan that's been languishing for months because you made 40 pairs of socks, lady. Made myself work and it completely missed an at the same time an instruction, so now it's back in the naughty basket. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Sarah, I'm loving the little butterflies as they fly around. Shannon finished a cowl that she wanted to get finished. That is awesome. The flying sheep are fun. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Allison has said, I experimented with dyeing self-striping yarn to make some socks on my sock machine. One pair done, one more to go. That is awesome. I like that. Dolores says, I can understand that thought. I placed mine on hold to finish a stuffed beagle puppy for my nephew. Yeah. Hey, Bridget, it's great to see you. Thanks for jumping in. And we've got some sheeps flying around. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, so that's basically the long and the short of it is I want to get a couple of things finished. And some of them are close, right? And that's the frustrating part is I know they're actually close. So I want to get this blanket done. I want to get the Sun Gold blanket finished. I'm going to make a decision about these socks because I'm not sold on them. I'm going to be really honest. I'm thinking I chose the wrong pattern for this yarn because this is quite a thick yarn. I'm just thinking, do I have that handy or if it's in the living room? I think it's just in this bag here. It is. There we go. Boop. It's in my ibis's bag, so let's just jump in here to over here. Come on. Too many things going on. Too many things. Here we go. So I got my ibis bag from Emma here. And I just think, like, I love this yarn. It's the Fixation Splash. It's super cute. It's really nice. And I do love how stretchy these socks are, right? Because the Fixation Splash is it's a cotton, is it Lurex? Spandex, cotton spandex blend, right? Which I think is awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's awesome. But I think this pattern might just be too chunky for it. Anyway, I haven't decided yet because I just haven't. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know whether I'm going to just keep going. If I wear them, because they're going to be quite thick socks, they'll be good for boots. And I'd actually, I'm not 100% certain they fit my foot. So, but I definitely have progressed further than the photo for sure. I do need to add in a photo. I've done the heel turn, and I'm up to the leg. So I've done the heel turn, and now I'm working on the ankle. So, but only on one sock. I still have to do the other sock yet. So that's the thing. Like, this has taken me a really long time. What do I want to do? And I don't know. Let me know in the chat. What do you think? Like, how do you feel about thick socks? Because I'm a thin sock girl. I like thin socks. I like thin socks. Sarah Spicer says, bring it. Christmas hype is starting already. Made by Anita Gift of Christmas Calendar and Serdar Gingerbread Cal have both started, and Arne and Carlos Stocking Cal is starting November this year. Yeah, I've been looking at the Arne and Carlos one, and also I've been looking at their easiest socks ever thing to try and give that a whirl as well. Because I've never done, I was talking to Emma about it the other day, I've never done the whole afterthought heels or anything like that, where I've got to cut the knitting and join it in. And I've realized I'm not as afraid of it as I was. I just haven't done it. That's all. Yeah, I have progressed further than the photo. Yeah. Queens by Craft says, I really love knitting socks. I have 2 pair that needs done before the spring. I'm making them for a wedding. You could try them on. I mean, I could, but I can't right now. I can't try them on in this chair. Because of my knees, I need either a couch or a bed. I like thick socks in cold weather. Yeah, you did. You did laugh at me mercilessly. Yes, you did. You great pleasure. You took great pleasure. Thick socks could be good for hiking. I don't do a lot of hiking. Thicker socks are nice around the house in the winter. No need to put on extra slippers. Yeah. I mean, I've got a couple of pairs of thick socks I do wander around the house in. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that could be another make along. Yeah, it could be. We could all laugh at each other while we freak out. But yeah, so it's just one of these things. I just haven't done it yet. I just haven't done it. So, yeah. Put some paint on the bottom and you've got some nice spinning socks. I don't want to put paint on the bottom. Yeah, I only wear socks as slippers. I don't actually wear slippers. I do own a pair of slippers, but they're not very comfortable, so I actually don't wear them. They were a gift. And so, which makes me feel horrible. I'm more of a slip-on kind of slipper person rather than a boot kind of slipper person. So, yeah. Allison says, no. Alrighty, let me just keep going. We need to crack on here. We need to crack on. Do you guys have something in your cup? Do you have the Prim crochet hooks? They are plastic. Do they feel nice to work with? There's actually two styles of Prim crochet hooks, and I have one of them. I don't have the plastic ergonomics. They're called, that's their ergonomic line. Just walk off and go and grab my little hook collection. These are the Prims. Prim. I think that's all of them. All right. You can just sit over here, okay? You just calm down over there. So these are their Prim metal hooks. Because of how I hold hooks, right? So if you're an overhand, I can imagine these would be fine, right? I can't see an issue. But if you have a look at the kinds of hooks I tend to use, they tend to have somewhere for me to put my thumb. They have a flat edge for me to put my thumb, so that I can, you know, hold on to it. These don't have that. And so while they're fine, and I can crochet with them, and I have done, while they're fine, I actually prefer other hooks, and it was really hard for me because I saw these, that some people were using them, and they were like talking about how much they love them, but I've got two issues. Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's not too bad. I think it's just the shape of everything is a bit different. I'm just used to a bit pointier. So I'm used to my hooks being a little come on. I know there's a lot in my hand. Let me just, oh, they're rolling on the ground. I'm used to my hooks being a little bit pointier, and it's not being friendly. It's just, it hates us. There we go. See, I like that kind of shape with this kind of flat handle, right? The Prim hooks are slightly, see how they are shaped different? And it's not bad, it's just different. And then their handles are just different as well. So I definitely think it's worth a go. Oh, now I've thrown two on the ground. Good job, me. And if I need one, I just grab it. It's not like I'm like, ooh, yuck. But they are just different, and I have to think about them a little bit before I use them, because I am more used to the sort of, oh, there's another Prim one. There's a big fat one, a big fat 6. I thought there was more. So yeah, they're just different is all. There's nothing good, bad, wrong. It's just a different hook. So put them all back in here. And so, you know, I always lean towards my clovers, which are my first choice. And then I've got this guy here, which I only have the one of the red tulips. I also have a set of the greys, which they're in their own case. But for really inexpensive hooks, these dots from Knit Picks have been surprisingly good, and they're really light. Like, you think these things are like huge compared to like a clover. Well, that's a 4.5. I can't even compare like the like because I don't have a 4. That's a 4.5. There you go. They're both 4.5s, right? But this is actually a little bit lighter than this. So, you know, it's still very good in my hands. So it's going to be one of those things that you just got to try it and see if you like it. Knitspin Girl says, I bought some 8-ply yarn, sock yarn to try from Bendigo, but I want to dye it first. Holly says, I tried the Prim ergonomic hooks and personally don't like it. Yeah. I was looking at the 12mm size. I have a Clover plastic, which is ugh. I prefer metal, but do I bite the bullet and try buy a metal? I don't know if there's many brands that make a metal hook in a 12mm. If you can find one, it's definitely worth trying it. I just put it down to this, right? Like when I'm using the bigger hooks that are plastic, because I'm with you, I prefer metal hooks. But if I have to go and find, like if It's usually one project, right? And it's normally like, I can get through this for just one project. And I do, I make it through. And then I've got it there if I need it again for another project, you know? You're like, okay, I've got it now. I don't need to worry about getting another one. This is going to do the job. Why is this yarn so tight? Queens by Craft says, I'm all about the hooks. Alison says, I like your hook holder. I got it from Nitpicks. It was really inexpensive. Poopy Golds are just amazing. Yep. Holly says, I did buy those Nitpick hooks and I really like them. Me too. I was pleasantly surprised. I bought a lot of hooks just to test them out and try them. And I thought that the Nitpicks ones were not going to make it on my list for recommending, but they are, not only are they on the list, they're quite high on the list. They're really good value. The packaging is really economical. Like, as in they just shove, right, all the hooks in a little cardboard box. So it's like this square, but it's like, you know, that long. But they just shove them into a cardboard box. And it was fantastic. There was no messing around with a pile of plastic or anything. I loved it. Oh, you guys, speaking of small things and new small minds, right? Amazon had a Prime Day sale for Prime members, and some things that I needed for around the house were on sale, like some batteries. I needed some AA batteries and some AAA batteries. And in Australia, our batteries normally come on this flat sheet with a big plastic thing, and you've got to pop out a square at the back so you can slowly pull the batteries out, right? When I received my AAAs, because it was like a 20 pack for like $12 or something, it was ridiculously cheap. When I received my AAAs, they came in a little cardboard box. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Now I've opened it up and they are plastic sleeved together in groups of 4 or groups of 5. For groups of 4, there's 5 groups of 4. But it's just like this little, like, you know, the thin little, like, snip it once and it unwraps like cellophane. There's no, like, you know, stuck bits or anything like that. And it's just to keep them all, you know, make it easy to pack the boxes and what have you. But anyway, I was so over the moon, and I was looking, because I'd bought, you know, it was 2 different brands, but I bought 2 20 packs of batteries. And then I pull out the other pack and it's the standard annoying packaging. And I didn't realize how much that packaging annoyed me until I got good packaging. So, yeah. Leanne says for her, it's the Poopy Golds. Now, we call the Clover, what are they called? They're not the Amore, they're the other ones. The Clover Soft Touch. The Clover Soft Touch, I call them Poopy Golds because that's what they look like. Poopy Gold. So that's because I'm so classy. So those are pretty good. But and then Leanne likes these red ones next. I do like these red ones. I definitely prefer my grey tulips over these. Over this one, it's just a little bit softer. This is quite firm. I do prefer a little bit more softness, because I you know, hold on and squeeze tight, and it does put pressure through my finger. But everyone's different. Shannon says, I bought some crochet hooks from the Dollar Tree and I really like them. That is awesome. Just double check when we're, like, no matter what hooks we buy, just double check that they're the right sizes. Because just because they label it one size doesn't mean it is that size. I remember I was like crocheting and I picked up I think I was using a 4 mil for something, and I couldn't find that one, so I just grabbed another 4 mil and the gauge was off. And I'm like, but it's a 4 mil. 4 mil is 4 mil, right? It turns out apparently not. And when I put it in the gauge thing, it was 4.25 mil, but it was still considered the 4 mil hook. And so I had to actually get off my butt and go and find the actual hook that I was using, like go and find a different 4 mil. But yeah, just give them a quick measure. It doesn't hurt just to double check. You only have to do it once. And then you're like, okay, cool, these are right. Oh, me too, Sam. Me too. They are frustrating. So yeah, and then you know, what do? You leave, because I'm slack, I just leave mine in that packaging. But then, you know, you end up with half the packet of batteries rolling around the drawer. I really should just put them into like some sort of container or dispenser or something, but I don't. I did see some pretty cool looking dispensers for storing batteries. And I'm like, they look fun. Do I need them? No. Do I want them? Yes. SMA Sky, great to see you. Just popping in to say hi, getting ready for bed. May stream the Super Hunter Moon later if I'm still awake. That sounds amazing. You should totally do that if you can. There we go. I emptied them into a Ziploc bag now, less bulky for storing. That's actually a great idea. And like, funnily enough, the Ziploc bags are in the same drawer. Amelia Nicole says, I've never seen a hook gauge. Where can I get one? Bear with me and I will quickly find you one on Amazon. And then I'll put an affiliate link. Actually, I might just do it over here so it's easier for me to grab the affiliate link. Amazon. Amazon. Amelia, are you in Australia? Just out of curiousness. Gauge. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I've clicked the button. That is cute. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop one in here. This is an affiliate link. Now, I personally haven't bought this one. So I am just going to drop this link in. But let me just see if I can find the one I've actually bought. Okay, so that's one there. But I'll see if I can find the one I actually bought. It should have come up already, but it has not. Okay, so basically, there it is. The Lacey's one. Oh, that's a lot more expensive. I'll grab you this one as well. You might be able to find it somewhere else. But this is the one that I've got. I've got the Lacey's one. I did not pay this money for it. Let me just make that clear right now. Let me think. Live streaming. There we go. Command V. Oh no, it's just giving me the same link again. It didn't copy it properly. Hang on. Get a link. Command C. And then down here. And then Command V. Okay, that's the Lacey's one that I've actually got and I've used. And I've also used that Knit Pro one. The Knit Pro one's cool as well. So yeah, but the thing is, you want them to be open. Those closed ones that they use for knitting needles, they will, and they're like, these measure crochet hooks as well. Yes, they do, if you have inline crochet hooks. But if you have tapered hooks, they will not work, which is the case for most of my hooks. I'm not a big inline hook, user. I prefer the tapered hooks. Let's have a look here. I'm just double checking. Oh no, Game Widows. I hope you got more information. Did I put the same link in again? Ugh, that's so annoying. Let me try again. It's right here. I don't know why it's not giving it to me. Get that link. Copy. Try again. Leanne's found the bananas. All right, give that a try. There we go. Goodness me. I do need some coffee. Good point, Leanne. I'll have some coffee. I don't think my bananas are ripe. So are you guys having fun with some of these bits and pieces that I've added in, or are they just annoying? Like, let me know. Let me know if they're annoying or if they're fun. Are they fun? Leanne's enjoying them. That's good. Sarah says they're fun. That's good. Now what I'll do is over on the Discord, I will add a list of you guys, okay, you guys are having fun with them now. I'll add a list of like the chat commands, okay, so that you can find them and you can use them and things like that too. Oh, Sal says I can only use the yarn emoji if I'm on my phone. I thought you might like that one, Kelly. I was finding lots of like, you know, nodding ones and this and, you know, that sort of thing. But that one was cool. I liked that one. Bridget says, it's my first time with you, but I'm really enjoying your live and we'll be back as often as possible. Well, thank you so much, Bridget. We meet at this time every week. So it's Thursday, 10 a.m. here in Brisbane, but it'll be a Wednesday evening around the traps. And I know the US time zones are going to change soon. I don't change my stream time on this channel, so it'll still be 10 a.m. Brisbane time. But we'd love to have you back. We just have fun. We just craft and talk about stuff, right? Oh dear, there's lots of bears now. Oh my goodness. I wasn't sure about the emoji wall. Like I thought, okay, the chat commands, like with the coffee and the this and that sort of stuff, I thought they were fun. But I wasn't sure how we'd go with these emojis, if they'd be distracting. But they're not too bad. They're small and they're cute and, you know, they're pretty cool. Solve the world's problems. Oh, Sally says she's lied. She found it. She's found the yarn ball. I can get the yarn one from keyboard, but on iPad, but not via YouTube. Gosh. The bear's pretty cute, isn't he? Oh, here we go. Amelia Nicole's in. She's dropping those. She's dropping the emojis. We look more like a Discord live chat stream. We do, because we do have a bit of fun with the Discord one. But yeah, this is a fun little side-on app that I'm using to make it so we can do all this stuff. And the other thing is, do you guys remember how hard like setting up a poll was, right? Emoji swarms, yeah. It could be Twitch. A lot of gamers use this particular software. But one of the things that I really struggled with was creating good polls. So can I test the new poll feature out on you guys? I will be testing the new poll feature out on you guys. So let me just go where I need to. I need to go into show the app. I need to go to the poll. Here we go. Okay, so let's reset the poll. Let's add the poll in. Boom. And it's not there. Oh, there it is. It came up. There we go. Is this poll good? And then you can actually just type either the words or the number into the chat, and that will live populate the poll that's on screen. So I will finish this row while you guys answer that poll. And I can also, like, I can change how it looks. Oh, I didn't think it would change the answers. Bugger, it does. All right, I won't touch it again while you guys vote. Well, that's annoying. I thought I could change what it looked like. Oh, but everyone's like, yeah, the poll is good. Needs to be a bit bigger. You can't read it. All right, I can change that. There we. Can I change that? Let me just poll. Let me just. I've made the GIFs way too large now. There we go. That's the poll. How's that? Is that bigger? Is that better? Someone's gone with this is totally bogus. Bianca. There we go. This it's just interaction in the chat. Is that big enough, or do you need it bigger again? But I do have boomer eyes. Gonna try voting again. Yeah. So if you voted before I changed it, you can probably vote again. But if you voted since I've changed it, you usually can only get one vote in, which I really love. They also have a winner picker, which again only lets each person enter once, which I really like as well. So it'll let you enter it into the chat, but it won't change the data. At least I don't think it changes the data. Enable the poll type. There we go. So yeah, so I think it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. Yeah. And now I can end the poll. The poll is closed. So there you go. You can't enter anymore. Let me just remove that. So SMA Sky says, I tested it on my stream once and I was the only one there and it let me vote 3 times, but maybe there's a setting somewhere to not allow it. I just had a little look. I don't think there was anything in there, but I do know that I just, when I went to download it, they literally updated it 20 minutes before I downloaded it. So maybe there was a slight change. I'm not sure. Oh, you guys are saying I need a drink? Okay, I can. Amelia Nicole, why have you got a sad face? Oh, cute. You show me so much new stuff every time I watch. No idea how to implement, but it's great to see what's available. Sam, if you want, we can jump on a call and I can show you how to implement some of this stuff for your streams if that's what you want. Like, just let me know. You can send me a DM via any of my socials and we can have a chat. The other reason, like, I was just sort of sitting here thinking, like, why am I working on this project? So I was just like, I realized I came in. Oh, the poll closed. Sorry. But the other reason that I need to get this project finished is this pink. Like, my cameras hate it. My cameras absolutely hate it. And so I'd like to be done with it so that I can just have it, because like it looks orange. I mean, it looks a little bit pinker because I was able to do some physical jiggery pokery with my camera this morning to actually help the issue a bit. But the pink is just too much. SMA Sky says, I switched from the Chrome extension to the desktop app. Every time the Chrome extension updated, it stopped working. I have to reset my custom color for the featured chat. Huh, that's a good thing to know. I didn't know that would happen. So I will definitely keep that in mind for sure. Have you added the dice rolling? I have not. There is a thing. I did see it. Where is it? There was a thing. there is definitely a thing for dice rolling. I saw it. But the thing is, I didn't want I don't like the digital dice rolling. I like the actual physical dice rolling, at least for this. But there is absolutely a thing in here for a dice roll. I can't remember where it is. Is it in styling? Nope. Can't think of where it is. Oh yes, I do. IKEA, for those of you local, those of you that are local, I definitely want to invite you up to IKEA at the IKEA at Logan. We'll just be in the food court area. You can totally come and hang out and craft with us. Yeah, and just have a nice time doing some craft. Have you added the dice rolls to the Ravelry project page? I have not. You are right. Goodness me. I wonder how far behind I am on that. Oops, I thought for a second that I was doing the wrong thing. So yeah, I'll have to go back and look and work out exactly where I'm up to work it out, because I don't want to miss any. I know that I've got them all listed and I've put them all somewhere, like I've got a spot for them all, but I don't know if I've got them all on Ravelry. I'll have to go and look. I mean, otherwise I can actually just go through the blanket. Oh, it's further down the list. All right, let me just have a quick look. I'm looking for the dice rolls. So we've got the emotes wall, the hype meter, the draw, the graphical poll, the battle royale, the ticker, word cloud, custom GIF. I don't know. I'll have to have a dig. I definitely saw it the other day when I was in there, but I decided against using it because I like actual physical dice. Sounds like, ooh, IKEA. Oh, wait, yeah. You may be a little far to join us, but if you happen to be nearby, we would be very happy to have you. Just a tad. Yeah, just a tad. Goodness me. Alrighty. Yeah, we're nearly up to another dice roll. Soon. Oh, I forgot to hit my dice roll button. For when... Oh, and we need to... Oh, no, we finished the anemone. We are on to the Flamingo. The only problem about these bouncing sheepies is now that I'm having way too much fun and I'm not getting any knitting done. Well, I mean, if you like, I can disable it temporarily to make you do some knitting. Would that make life easier for you? Let me know in the chat if you would like me to disable it, yes or no. Should be a poll. I mean, yeah, but you could just like, yes or no. I like how Nisbet Girl's just gone no with like a million emoji after it. That's so good. Sally says my quota for IRL socialization is up after the weekend. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's some times where you're just like, oh, I have socialed too much. Hey Moo, welcome to the chat. I'm thinking the answer is no. I think people disagree and have decided that the emoji wall should stay. Okay. I can leave it. It's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. It's not like they touch me. Like if they're a real emoji bouncing around like in my space, I'd probably be a bit more like, okay, I'm done now. But oh my goodness, someone could have told me that I was doing the wrong thing. I have to rip it all the way back. Oh my gosh. Worst crocheting friends ever. You're all too busy watching the emojis, weren't you? Oh, I like those ones, Kelly, with the little space invaders running around. Yeah, we were totally distracted. That's okay, as long as you're having fun. Like, that's the point, right? That's why we're here, is to laugh and have a good time and learn stuff and have fun. The other thing I do like about these features, it's not just a case of like either install them or not. I can actually just flick them off my display but still have them running in the background. So it's really easy. Like if I need to do like a soapbox where it's really serious, I can just sort of pause them. So that makes it a, sort of more of a, they're really nice to set them up, have them, but just flick them on and off as you need them. I think that sometimes YouTube, if there's too many emojis in one comment, it automatically puts it where it has to be moderated out. So if you keep your emojis under, I think, what did Nicole have there on her last number of dice? That one there, keep them to that limit and they will go through easier than if you try and add too many at once. You terrible people. Sarah says, I think I got caught in the kitschy Christmas hype. I see you make a mashup of the cows crocheting a gingerbread coloured square with a red bow and it's in acrylic, but yeah, it's fun and less commitment. Sometimes we need those projects, right? We just need them. They're just cutesy and fun and whatever, it's done. Like I've been trying very, very hard to not make one of the little ghosts that Josephine's making. Oh, Shannon says hers aren't working. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm not quite sure how to help with that, I'll be honest. So are you not getting emojis as an option at all? I mean, SMA Sky, that's a test I'm willing to run. I wonder how many emojis it'll handle at one time. Like if we had 500 people in the chat and all put in max emojis at one time. Like how many do we have here right now? Like, let me just open up. All right, we got 32 people here right now. Okay, so we can, if everyone puts in it's 12 emojis at once. They can all be the same thing. It doesn't matter. But if you all put in 12 emojis or, you know, and go in and do it a couple of times, we'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. It'll either be good or bad. No emojis for you. Oh, at all. What device are you on? Wow, look at this. Nettie says cute, but I do have to look away. They're a bit like flashing lights. Oh, I'm sorry, Nettie. It's about to get worse. It's like a swarm. It's a swarm. Oh my goodness. Oh. I am noticing we're dropping frames every now and again. It pauses and then keeps going. So, yeah, I'll go back in after and grab a screenshot. I will. There was a spot there where they were just covering all the screen. So definitely I'll do that. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. guys are amazing. The tab 8 limits how many I can send at once. That's all right, because like, I think the mods are allowing, like, because they automatically get timed out, like not timed, but you also automatically get modded out for too many. And I think our mods are actually jumping in and actually just letting those posts through straight away as well. Because I have specifically said we can go hard on emojis right now. So, yeah. Wow. This is a lot. This is a lot. Well, SMA Sky, how do you feel that you've started this? Chintamani found unicorns. I don't know what to say. There'd be like some random person coming into the chat like, what on earth is going on? We are testing out a feature and we're seeing if we can crash it by putting too many emojis in. Doesn't appear that we are crashing it. I wonder if like more chat, like more people would make it glitch more. I don't know. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Let us ease it back. Ease it back. We've worked it out. We weren't crashing it, but it definitely does, like, it pauses and keeps going. At least on my end. I don't know if it's doing it for you guys, but definitely for me, I see it pause and go. So I think I think while it still shows and it doesn't limit how many are on screen at once, I think it actually sort of gets a bit like, oh my gosh, this is so much. If we're putting the mods to work. We should see if Nick and Dee could test this for us. Yeah, they get a pretty decent sized chat. They get nearly 300 people in that chat. That would be funny. I don't know if they would test this. I don't know if that would be their thing. Yeah, I think so, Sally. I think it does pause just for a frame or so. And then keeps going. But yeah, I definitely... And it probably happens with the smaller amounts, but we don't notice it quite so much. Because... you know, it's not quite so in our faces. Mumu is crocheting some waffle stitch pants. Very nice. They'll be super comfy. Is it a pattern? I'm just like, I've made pants before. I've not crocheted pants. I've knitted pants. I would like be very interested to find out what the pattern is. Oh, someone's popped a puppy in for Claire. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, thank you, Chintamani. I think I've received a couple now. Let me just have a look here. Alrighty. Let's go. Oh, you've made it up. Oh, whoops, come back screen. There we go. That's cool. Oh, I've done it again. Stop doing the thing. Very nice. Very nice. If you want to share a photo with your progress, we've got a Facebook group and a Discord that you could drop your photos into. If one of the mods could possibly grab a link and drop those in the chat, that'd be great. I'm glad to see that some of these little fun things, because like what's happening is over on my other channel, I'm testing out a whole pile of different streaming services and streaming softwares, right? And as I'm finding different things, little tools like this one are floating up into my, you know, I mean, I knew this existed, but I thought it was just for bringing the chat on screen. I didn't realize there was all the other features embedded in it. And so it wasn't until I went for a digging because I needed it for something and then realized how much more it had to offer and I could share it here as well. So yeah, lots of fun. Vampire says, alas, I have to go early lunch and then lots of new furniture to assemble. Well, that is fun. Gotta love some furniture to assemble. Amelia Nicole is having so much fun with these emojis, and that is cool because that's kind of why I've got them here, so we can have fun with them. Shannon says, I restarted the stream and they are working. Oh, awesome. Well, Shannon, because you couldn't play with them before, feel free to throw some in now, okay? Like, go hard and have some fun. Everybody else got to get it out of their system when yours wasn't working. Got some puppies and some colours from Amelia Nicole. The colour squares. Yeah. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done 2 minutes. Fix it up. Still got a little ways to go before the end of this row. I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere near as much crochet done this week. I think it's because I had my little rant about the dodgy brothers at the start, and it did throw me out a little bit. So it took me a little bit to get into the swing. And then we have been playing. Excuse me, we have been playing with technology. I think I'm just going to have a drink of water. Oh, the coloured squares blend with the blanket. They do a bit. I definitely need that. But I think anything that can make a live stream fun for people, I think is a good thing, right? If you are watching this chat and you are enjoying it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up as well while you're here. A new way to vote. Yeah. We've got a few new ways to vote. We can just vote with our feet, which is like add in like 11 billion emojis. Vote with the new poll, which is so much easier than the YouTube poll. What have I done here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all right. It's all good. Nothing to see here. Oh, Moo Moo, it'll be great to see you over there. And there's a spot there for you to show your photos of what you're working on. That'd be cool. I'm very interested in your waffle stitch crochet pants. Look at all those thumbs ups. Thank you for all the thumbs ups. Just as also a reminder, this week is a productivity stream on Saturday. So if you've got a project you just need to listen to some tunes and have someone sit with you while you work on it, we will definitely be having that up and running. We tend to go for a few hours on my Saturday, which is US Friday night. And we just kick back and relax and just enjoy the flow and just get some stuff done. So I'll probably be working on maybe this, maybe one of the other projects, or probably one of the other projects, honestly, that I want to get done. So, yeah. Just so I feel like I'm getting a few things done. Moo says I'm also have a virus stitch blanket that I'm working on. That's awesome. The Lone Wanderer's bunker is back with some emojis of their own. Shannon's having a good time. That's good. I'm so glad that a reboot solved that for you, because it was really odd that you. I'm sort of sitting here thinking, but aren't the emojis part of the YouTube chat keyboard? Like, I thought it was weird, but you know, sometimes things get glitchy. Sometimes they're glitchy. I'm trying to work out. Do we know the lone? Do we know the lone bunker? I'm just having a look. You've commented before. But yeah. Just double checking. I'm just double checking you're not a troll. That's all. That's all I'm doing. And it doesn't appear that you are. You're just having some fun. And that is cool too. Get that yarn going. Absolutely. Game Widows, have fun. We'll catch you later. No, you're not a troll. That is cool. I'm just double checking. Sometimes, you know, we get a new name in every now and again, and you're just like, let's just have a little look. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, you know, I've got limited like fun time. Like, why would I waste my time doing something like that? But there's people out there who I believe they must be having fun, because why would they be doing? Why? You're a long-time lurker. Oh, cool. Yeah, I noticed when I went back and checked your channel history, you've commented a few times. So yeah, that was for me. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry if I didn't mean to make it sound like I was accusing you of being a troll. I was just double checking you weren't a troll. I don't know if that is any better. Sorry. Lots of pumpkins and kitties. Are they kitties in boxes? Sorry, Kelly, are they kitties in boxes? Because that is adorable. Holly Alderson, I'm going to be flying to my mum's on Friday, and I'm trying to figure out what projects to bring and what projects to bring on the plane. I don't know. I thought for sure I was wrong. Glad to see them. Yeah. No, it's fine. I've been called worse on a Friday night. Okay. Yes, cats in boxes. Awesome. That is so cool. We will be having like a little bit of a Halloween themed stream because the last stream of October for us actually is Halloween in Australia, so it doesn't feel even weird. So I bought some stuff to hang around that I'm like hanging for. I'm like, come on, Halloween week. So I can hang it all up and have some fun with it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'll try posting pics of my projects when I get home from work. Awesome. That would be great. I'd love to see them. Thanks, Moo. And don't forget to add your, like, if you are part of the our Discord over on the Fiberfic Discord, don't forget to add your Ravelry link into your profile so we can go and stalk you on Ravelry and become Ravelry buddies. Because that's also really fun. And I'm sort of sitting here thinking, do I have my Ravelry link on mine? And I may not. I'll have to check. And if I don't, I'll add it. Yeah. Whoops. Got some popcorn. Kelly says, yeah, I love to stalk people on the Ravelry. Yes, she does. It's the nice stalking, though. I mean, that's a weird sentence, but okay. It's the nice stalking. Dolores, you and me both. But I have this little voice that's not always in my head that is on my case about my Ravelry activities. And making sure I do the things and do the things. Ethical stalking. I like that. Oh my gosh. If they put it out there, then I'll look. Yeah, that's a bit different, isn't it, than going through and doing the creeping through the windows stalking. For sure. For sure. Oh, that is gold. All right, we're nearly at the end here. We're going to be doing a dice rolly in a moment. Where are we at time-wise? We're good. I can get 2 colors done. We'll have to do lots. Mel says, I'm really sick. I'm really slack about adding socks to Ravelry, but everything else is okay. I mean, I think about the only person, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mel, but the only person in our chat here who should be sick of adding socks to Ravelry this year so far is Knit Spin Girls. Because how long did it take you to knit the 40 pairs of socks, Knit Spin Girls? Like, and have you added them all to Ravelry? Moo doesn't have Ravelry. Well, you should join Ravelry. It's very free. It's very free to join. And it's great if you're a yarn crafter. That blanket is very Mesoamerican. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I love it. In real life, all of this is this insane hot pink that none of my cameras can cope with. Like, I can get photos of it, but not video. Like even when I bring it up to my great Sony camera that's normally fantastic for color, it still makes it orange. But it is this crazy, see how it's glowing hot pink there? That's probably closer to what it really looks like. Alrighty, let us go with the dice roll.
It's dice roll time. Roll the dice to choose the next color.
Alrighty, let us choose another color. Oh, look at this. You guys get to add all your own dices. That is so cute. Mexican, Latin America. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's definitely got like those bright, warm colors to it for sure. Yeah. Oh, there's a cat hair. Good job, me. Alrighty, let's roll this dice and see what we've got. What's our next color? It is 1. We are going with a rooster. We haven't had rooster for a while. Where's the last rooster? All the way back here was the last rooster. So let us put the pink over there. Get the rooster, which is like a really nice orangey yellow. So 3, then 1. Oh, love this. Look at all the little roosters coming up on the screen. Alrighty, I think I'm sold. I think we just need to keep these emojis forever now. If this application ever goes away, I'll be really sad. The other thing I want to say is it's totally free to use. So I'm like, they'll probably charge for it before they make it go away. And I'll be like, would I pay? Now the answer is yes. Yes, I believe it is. Yeah, I believe I would. We are having way too much fun with it. Oh, so funny story. This morning, Abby's gone rearing out of the house because she's sitting there on a phone call. She's like, oh, I've got an appointment at 9:30. And I went 9:15. And she was just like, what? And I said, it's 9:15. And she was like, no, it's 9:30. I'm like, I made the appointment for you. I sent it to you. It's 9:15. And it's like 9 a.m. and it takes her 15 minutes to drive there. So she's like going barreling into her bedroom to, you know, change out of her pajamas, run into the bathroom, brush her teeth, run out the door. Hair is still wild man of Borneo. And oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Mel. I'm so sorry. And anyway, she's gotten there, like, because it's her appointment. She's like, oh, Mum, I forgot my card. It's like a private health cover card thing. And I was just like, oh, just get a receipt. We can manually claim it. She's like, I don't know where my handbag is. I've lost it. I just have my phone and wallet with me. My phone with me. And I was just like, okay. Anyway, so I've literally gone into walk into her room because I was like worried that she'd lost her handbag. And I literally stepped in the doorway, snapped a photo and just sent her a photo of, like, found it. It was just sitting on the chair at a desk. And she was just like, oh my God, I didn't know it was there. Leanne, I don't know if YouTube frowns on it and calls it spam. Like, I know that if you get more than, because I know, you know, the mods have seen them where that YouTube's held for moderation. So they've got a certain number that they choose is too many. But for me personally, before we had this wall of excitement, I personally don't like more than 5. But because and it was just because I would take up a whole chat, and it's just like kind of like what our chat looks like right now, where it's like spot the actual comments. But we're having so much fun, I don't care. It's fun. We'll grow out of this eventually. It might take a couple of months, but we'll grow out of it. But yeah, YouTube they do have a limit. Like you will have noticed that as a moderator, you'll see some comments that are like held for moderation, and they're just a big pile of what do you call it? Actually, Sally, I just saw your message about adding in, like, choosing some extra chat commands, and you're 100% right. And I think a Discord chat command and a Facebook chat command, I think they could be great. They could be really, really awesome. If you're sitting here in the chat and there's anything in particular that you can think of, like historically, that we've had to sort of be like, oh yeah, can someone add the link in for this? Like, you know, maybe my Ravelry link or something like that. We can make it like if you're in the Discord, go over and I'll make a list of like any suggestions for chat commands to have fun with. And some of them, like the chat commands, can be either where the command box automatically either, you know, answer the question. Here we go. SMA Skies brought one up for buy me a coffee. The other thing is, I don't know if I've got an offer on, but if you do the chat command joke, it tells a really bad dad joke. And I can't remember if I've turned it off or not, but they are terrible. Yeah, so the buy me a coffee was already there. Oh, here we go. That's dreadful. That's dreadful. They're terrible dad jokes. But yeah, and I can turn that off. And I thought I had turned it off, but I must have had it on while I was testing out some stuff this morning. But yeah, so you know, we can add in extras, and you know, whether it's links to things or more of the sort of little gifs like Kelly's been adding in, things like that. So we can have some fun with those. Kelly Pole has dropped in some more emojis. And I really love that it lets even the custom emojis in, which I think is just fun, you know? Okay. I decided to bind off my Jethro button band with an Italian sewn bind off 20 stitches in, and I'm asking myself why. Like, is it good? Is it stretchy? Like, is it worth the effort or not? Jance, not yet. Still got the buy me a coffee going for that. So still don't have all the funds together to buy a new chair. But we'll get there. And I'm also thinking that maybe in November, if I'm really, really lucky, they might have a Black Friday sale. I don't know if they will, but they might. And that might help us get it just that little bit faster too. Amelia's having so much fun. Oh, Lone Wanderers, that's terrible. And that's yours. This wasn't even the computer trying to tell a joke. That was your joke. I like the finish, but it looks really neat. Like, do you mean this coffee song?
Yes. It's coffee time! Coffee! Cappuccino! Jabba! Yes!
Do you mean that one? Just out of curiosity. Oh, the dad jokes are progressively bad. Oh yeah, that was the coffee song you were thinking of? Yeah. So if you know, someone does happen to do a buy me a coffee, which, you know, I understand is not always possible, but if someone happens to do one, we can celebrate. Wait a second. Kelly did do one and I didn't see what did this little oh no, I've turned in all my mucking around, I turned the coffee overlay widget off. So I missed it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kelly has done a coffee. Kelly has earned a coffee celebration. Let me just go back over to there. I would like to go with this one. And we'll have that. And then we'll have an extra. Did it work? Does my rooster cover it? Let me try again. Oh, why is that off? was me. I somehow, in changing scenes, I had, without realizing some stuff, I turned some things off.
Yes.
There we go.
Coffee time.
Kelly, thank you for the coffee, and thank you for chipping in with the chair.
Jabba. Yes.
I very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Where are we at for the goal? I'll tell you. If you follow the Buy Me a Coffee link, you can see the live goal. But we are now at 565 out of 900. Now in transparency land, that is between. Oh, we do have an extra face cam. Weird. I was not intentionally on the stream twice. I don't know why that did that. That was odd. Bizarre, even. It's gone now. I probably, I heard a funny noise, and it was probably that. Now, in you know, it is 2 different channels. So both my live streaming, both my live streams, both this one and the one I run on Monday on my other channel, we're both inputting into the same Buy Me a Coffee for a chair. So between the two groups of you, we're so close. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Thanks, Dolores. It would have taken me a second just because of how bright the screen is. And I don't look at that screen all that often. I look at the camera, at you. Or when I'm over here looking at, other stuff. I suppose 2 face cams is better than none, right? I mean, we've definitely had none before. I do not miss the days of the face cam turning off every 29.5 minutes. Pumpkin time for the Lone Wanderer. Good night. Have an amazing night. I hope you sleep well. Sal says, but we got merch because of it. What merch? I'm confused. Oh, we did. Sorry, the coffee cup merch. Chintami says, I do miss spamming face cam at you. That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. The face cam merch. You're right. We do have the face cam merch. It's still there, I haven't pulled it down. I should probably pull it down. We don't have face cam as an issue very often anymore, so. Mumu says, I just like my job. I think a lot of people do. Bye, Leanne. Have an awesome day. Enjoy your visit out. See you next week. So what we're doing with this blanket is we've got this much pink left. There's no other balls in the house. I do have a ball coming from Claire. It is a different dye lot. Or at least I think it's a different dye lot, which we'll be using on the border. But this is what we're going to use up. Once this is over, no matter what the blanket length is, this is the end. So hopefully we'll get closer to our goal length. We're already at a point where it's usable throw rug. We're just trying to get it to a single bed length, like an Australian single bed length. So, yeah. We probably could have made it a little narrower, and that might have helped. But, it's my first one. I haven't done the math on it. It's also quite a heavy blanket. So if you're a person who needs a good heavy blanket, like a weighted blanket, this could possibly be a good pattern for you. So, yeah, it could possibly be a good pattern. There we go. So tonight for dinner, I am making a HelloFresh inspired meal. So when I was getting HelloFresh, they had this, I think they called it like easy pork gnocchi or something. And I am going to be recreating that. Which has actually just reminded me, I also need one more thing from my daughter's at the shops. There we go. I just remembered one of the ingredients. Like I asked her to pick up the pork mince, but I forgot to ask to get her to pick up the light cream. But I think I have everything else here. I'm possibly missing something else. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. And it says to have it with zucchini, but Abby won't eat zucchini. So what are your zucchini alternatives? Like I like it with the zucchini. But she'll just pick it out. I mean, there's a good chance she's just not going to eat it because it's gnocchi and she's never had gnocchi. But Tim and I, we really enjoyed it. So we're just like, we are in. Oh, no, she doesn't like squash either. I don't know what we're going to put instead because like I do like the idea of the squash instead of zucchini. I think that's a good like texture difference, but that's the problem. She doesn't like that texture. So I think I'm going to just go with something like boring, like carrot. Zucchini and squash needs to go extinct. Gee, Chintamani. Yeah, I think capsicum might work. Yeah, actually, and she eats capsicum, so that's a win. That's a win. And I happen to have some in the fridge, so I don't have to worry about finding any. No, she won't eat spinach. Although I do have spinach. Spinach could be cool. Spinach actually be really nice in that too. Shannon Cooper, have a good night. I'm just going to leave us with some ducks and some burbs. That's so fun. You guys, I'm so glad you guys are having fun with this. Alrighty. Now, usually in a live stream, we get 3 colors done. We only got 2 done today because, you know, I had chicken wag at the start, right? I'm not going to apologize for it. But one thing we will do is we will roll 6 rolls to make up for it. So we already have 3 and 1, okay? So then we're going to have 6, which is a vote. So throw in the chat which color you want. We could, I mean, I could create a poll, but I don't have one ready right this second. So you guys need to vote. What color for 6? Put your color icons. Choose your color, and make like if you want the purple, use a purple image. If you want the green, use a green. If you want the red, use a red. Okay. So let's go. Oh, wait, sorry, what? Oh, my goodness. Thanks. 6 already has a color. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we've got 6. All right. We have 1. So another duckling. So then we also need, so that's 2. We need 4 more. Oh, now we get to vote. So get those votes in. Keep voting. Now we get to vote. Oh, wait. 7 is duckling. 8 is vote. For some reason, I thought these were 6-sided dices. 8 is vote. So we're still voting. So what have we got? So far, Chintamani's chosen 2 colors. Chintamani, you need to pick 1. 6, 1, 7. Spin Girls wants purple. Blue, blue. Kelly Pole wants Galah. This is hard. Should we just open up a vote poll? I think I will. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I can quickly do this. Let's see how fast I can create a poll in this new software. So go to the poll, graphical poll, poll options, multiple choice. Okay, reset poll. And then we need to add the poll widget image thing. There you go. 1 is Rooster, 2 is Morpho, 3 is Anemone, 4 is Galah, 5 is Parrot, 6 is Amphibian. So 2 is Morpho, so 2 is the light blue. The light blue is winning in the actual poll vote. Oh, there we go. We've got 3 and 4 are jumping in. Anemone and Galah, they're both in. Parrot's even in. So Parrot's the ready pink, it's in. Come on. I'll keep going. I don't know if you can vote multiple times or not. I don't think you can, but we'll see. So no one is interested in green or duckling yellow. Oh, orange is, Rooster is 1, which is the orange we just did. Purple is 3. Purple and Morpho blue. Oh, purple's snuck ahead. I'm thinking that we can multiple vote here. I don't know how I feel about it. I think Amelia Nicole's skewing the data. All right, Amelia, you've already voted. No more voting. I think it's skewing the data. That's the downside. Oh, Chintamani's doing it now. Perhaps people are changing their votes. I don't know. All right, we're just going to go with purple. I'm going to end the poll. All right, but that one's going to be purple. So that one will be number 3. 3 is the next color. So how many is that we've chosen now? It sucks not to be purple. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got 4 so far. Thank you, Kelly. All right. And we want 2 more. So we want to go. So there's number 3 again. So we've got another purple. And then a 5, which is Parrot. So that's our 6. Okay. That was hilarious. That was so funny. You guys are hilarious, honestly. You guys are so funny. All right, math rocks rolls. That's right. We'll get those done. I will work as many of those rows as I can till I run out of pink. And then I'll make some decisions from there. So my homework this week is to do these rows and to go and update the Math Rocks blanket with all the roles that we have in there so far. So get those in. What I will do, rather than put in which roles we voted on, I'll just put the color we chose, okay? So unless there's one already existing in there where I voted for and then put it in there. But going forward, I'll just put whatever the colors are that we ended up doing. You guys, this has been so much fun. Oh, I love the little purple and the sheepies. That's so cute. It's been so much fun. Like, thank you so much for hanging out, for testing out stuff, for listening to me rant about dodgy brothers who are ruining things for people who love yarn. If you don't know what I'm talking about, scrub back to the start of the stream. I had a whole rant about that. And And I hope you all have a fantastic week. Those of you that I will see tonight at Caffeinated Crafters, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. We also have our productivity stream on Saturday Brisbane time, Friday night in the US. Normally goes for about 3 hours or so. So I'll just be working on some projects. We'll just have some tunes cranking and we'll just have some fun. But I will see you all around the traps. Have an awesome night. Bye now.